what are they aware of, what are they not aware of, and what we can do better to make them aware of all the services that we provide.
Hi everyone, I'm Steve Stoller.
And I'm Shauna Haley, and this is Inside Plano. Well, I cannot believe that it is December already. The whole year has gone by in a flash. Steve, are you still adjusting?
It seems like it was just July and it was 105 degrees when we were sitting out by the pool. Time just is whizzing by.
I know. And the summer did feel like it lasted forever. And then, hello, it's December.
Yeah.
So things are going by at lightning speed and not slowing down. And one thing also that is not slowing down, it's related to our topic today, is our senior adult population. It's growing. I wouldn't say that it's growing at lightning speed, but it is increasing in population size. And it's not a group that we would call slow at all because there's a wide age range and our seniors are a very active community. And it's applied to a pretty broad range group, including an age that feels a little personal, 50 and up.
Well, haven't you heard, Shauna, that 60 is the new 30?
I love that saying.
I love it too. You know, we're also finding that seniors as a whole are not only working longer, but they're staying very involved in the community. You know, it's fair to say that senior adults are not what you may have been tempted to visualize from previous generations. We have more adults over 50 in our community. We're creating programming that meets their needs, and that's more important than ever. And today we're going to talk about that with our Recreation Services Superintendent, Marny Tackett. Marny, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate it. You know, we always start our podcast by asking our guests to tell us something about themselves that most of us don't know that's not work-related. So what is it about you?
Don't know. Probably not everyone knows I was born in California, but I have been here for most of my life. And I do like what you just said. If 60 is the new 30, then I'm in my 20s. So, hey, let's run with that. But yeah, so California, hoping actually to get back there this summer. We just talked about that last night. I have 3 kids, husband, and oldest is a senior, so she'll be graduating this year. And we were talking about the summer vacation and my husband actually suggested hitting up the Bay Area, which is where I'm from, Golden Gate Bridge, all that fun stuff, just to kind of hit those spots that I got to experience as a kid.
Love the Bay Area. So, Marny, tell us, what are the responsibilities of a Recreation Services Superintendent?
Well, sometimes when people ask me that, I say it depends on the day of the week. So it can vary from day to day. But I think that's what's exciting about working in my department is that you never know what the day may bring. But in a nutshell, my basics are I'm responsible for 6 facilities. So in our department, we have 2 superintendents that split overseeing all the recreation facilities and areas. And my 6 are Carpenter Park Recreation Center, Liberty Recreation Center, the Aerobats Gymnastics Program, the Adapted Rec Program, High Point Tennis Center, and then this facility that we're at today, the Sam Johnson Recreation Center. And within all those responsibilities, I'm very, very fortunate to have great supervisors that oversee all those facilities and manage the day-to-day operations. So usually if things escalate to me, it's kind of been sifted through, and by the time it gets to me, hopefully it's a little more manageable. And then on top of all that comes just like your regular department things. I manage all their budgets. So budget time is a lot of fun. Just personnel in general, lots of meetings. And then one of my roles in my position is I'm the liaison to the Senior Advisory Board.
Well, that's it's interesting because part of what we are talking about is our senior adult community, and a lot of people don't know what the Senior Advisory Board is. What does that board do, and what does the liaison do?
Well, my main role is just to kind of be the tie-in to the city. So if they have questions about procedures and protocol and what they can and can't do, that's kind of my job. We meet every other month, and so a lot of my responsibilities revolve around attending those meetings, but then after the meeting, I follow up with a lot of information. There's usually a lot of requests for information. I would say they have a few main goals. One is oh, they really want to know people. They really want people to know they exist. They are a board of 9 people. They've all been appointed by council, and their primary job is to listen to the issues of the seniors in the city and report those back to council, in the hopes that if it is something big, council's going to listen and take action and hopefully, make some changes. Something else they do is they try to raise public awareness about seniors and their issues. They make recommendations, and they really want to just help facilitate a really great quality of life for the seniors in the city. 2 things that the board does on a regular basis is they produce a senior resource guide, which is a little pamphlet of just a huge list of resources that I think you don't realize you need it until you need it. And on top of that, Shauna, your department has been a great asset in managing a senior resources website. So there's links, there's information, there's all that on there, and the resource guide is also listed on that as well. And then every other year, the board issues a survey, and it's to all the seniors in the city, and it basically is just helping us to get a gauge on, are we meeting their needs? What else do they need? What are they aware of? What are they not aware of? And what we can do better to make them aware of all the services that we provide.
So that survey was completed last year, so this is an off year, but
Yes.
I believe the board reported to council this year their findings. What were the big takeaways that they learned?
Interestingly, it's very consistent each time we administer this survey. And it's common that seniors are hungry for information. They want to feel connected to the city. They want to be communicated with on a consistent basis. They also want to keep taxes low, like the rest of us. They want to be mobile, so affordable transportation is very important. And they also want affordable housing. Their top areas of concern seem to be the same from year to year: staying healthy, traffic, and maintaining their homes. And overall, we find that each time we administer the survey, more people are aware of what we offer. So to us, that's a good thing, that every other year it seems to grow that there is a larger awareness of the services the city offers. And that could also be because the population is growing. So hopefully as it grows, we continue to reach more people and they know about more that we offer.
Marny, how does Parks and Recreation actually use the survey information to develop programs for older adults?
Well, a lot of it is just kind of giving us some feedback on what we currently offer. Is what we're offering still relevant? If it's not, is it time to move on? Is it time to make some changes, some adaptations? But then it gives us good ideas about what they want. So a lot of times, we'll get feedback, we want more art classes. We want more fitness classes. We want more special events. And that is typically the popular classes, and it just helps us know that what we're offering is what's relevant.
Is Parks and Recreation the only department that responsible for catering to activities, programs for seniors?
No, not necessarily. Yes, while we do a lot, there's a lot of other departments starting to come online and offering programs. The library does a ton, which is really great for us because it kind of helps share the wealth a little bit with offering all these classes and all these programs to seniors. And then we are currently in the very beginning stages of an initiative to reach out to other departments and have them offer classes to seniors that will inform them about what those departments do. I think a lot of times, and I'm one of those people, even though I'm not a senior, you don't necessarily know what all your departments in the city offer. To me, it's interesting to learn about the budget. It's interesting to learn about animal services. You may not know all the ins and outs of paying your water bill and all that. So we're really starting to work on that so we can provide them some classes, some information that'll teach them about the services the city has to provide.
Well, you mentioned that we're at Sam Johnson Recreation Center for older adults, and I think it's actually for adults over that are 50 plus.
For adults 50 plus.
So, yes. Very long name.
Yes.
We typically just call it Sam Johnson Recreation Center, but tell us what's special about this location, because it is beautiful. The camera doesn't even capture really the beauty of this place.
So many things make this place special. the relationships formed in classes. We're sitting in the dining room. The cafe's right behind us. We have a great group of volunteers that volunteer in the cafe. There's Tuesday night dances. There's puzzles in the billiard, or not in the billiard. We have a billiard room, but then there's puzzles in the lounge, which is where I would probably spend all my time. So there's just so many things to bring them together. And we've heard from so many seniors that this is like their second home. And they just really want to feel welcome. They want to feel included. And this is something that they have. A few other things is that they love that we recognize the value of their lives and the value of their contributions. So getting to come here and share those stories with us, share those stories with the friends they've made, it just really contributes to their quality of life. They need each other. They need people. We all need people. And this place does that. It keeps them alive. It keeps them, just kind of looking forward to something. And then on top of that, we are very honored to have this facility named after Sam Johnson, who, as I think most of us know, served as a U.S. representative for Texas for almost 30 years. And he was also a decorated war hero, having served in the United States Air Force as a colonel.
I was just thinking, this is not on our question list, but I was thinking about how we've identified various needs of seniors. But honestly, we all talk about, regardless of age, how challenging it is to make friendships as you get older. It's kind of easy in high school and college, maybe as a young adult, but as you get older, kids are out of the house, and now you do need those social connections, and that's probably one of the top things that this facility provides, is just an opportunity to make friends with activities that are shared. But anyway, tell us, do you have to be a Plano resident to join, and what's the price point?
You do not. So we are open to residents and non-residents.
Okay.
Residents can join for $15 a year. Non-residents can join for $25 a year. And we verify that just by looking at your driver's license. And if you don't want to join for the year, you can pay a daily fee, which would be $2 for residents and $3 for non-residents. And then on top of that, if you are of age, 50 plus, to visit this facility, and you hold a recreation membership, it'll get you access to this facility as well. So it gets you access to all the facilities in the city.
So $15 is for this venue only?
Correct.
Or you can join with a recreation center membership, get access to all of them, including this one
Correct.
if you're over 50.
Yes.
Are there other services that are located here at the Sam Johnson Recreation Center?
There's actually two really fun, unique services that I wanted to mention. There's the Gazebo Cafe, and there's the Wellness Center for older adults. The cafe is open Monday through Friday, 11 to 12:30, and they serve daily sandwiches, salads, a daily special, and it is it's very, very popular. It's very affordable. We have been hitting record numbers the past several months. I want to say come, but don't come because we're already busy, but come and check it out. It's a very unique service. We're the only recreation center in the city that has a cafe. And then the Wellness Center is a wonderful resource to seniors. It is open Monday through Friday from 9 to 4, and their goal is to assist older adults in healthy and independent living, allowing seniors to age in place, which we have seen is a very big desire of theirs. They offer a huge variety of services, including preventive health, durable medical equipment, screening, support groups, and assistance counseling.
How can older adults stay informed about the programs and resources that are available specifically for them?
By coming here, we have lots of handouts. We have our recreation catalog, which shows all the programs we offer. Our website has a ton of resources. Here from Sam Johnson, they distribute a weekly email newsletter called the E-Trendsetter, and it does focus primarily on things that are taking place here, but then it also includes other events throughout the city and even other events throughout the Metroplex. It has their hours, their prices, the cafe menu, their open play schedule. It also has some fun puzzles and recipes. And then there's a monthly newsletter the city puts out called Sage. And I also subscribe to that, again, not being a senior, because it's just a great little tidbit of information. And the goal with that newsletter is it includes tips for staying healthy, keeping sharp, being safe, and really kind of getting out and enjoying life and what Plano has to offer.
Is there anything else you'd like our senior adult community to know about?
Come see us. I mean, there's so much going on here at all the rec centers, at the libraries, just so much to keep them connected, so much to bring a sense of community to them in their lives and really help them appreciate this time in their lives and this stage of their lives, and that there's still so much to do and there's so much to enjoy. So yeah, just come visit us, check us out.
Well, you have a very big job, and definitely our department works with you very, very closely, and we love helping to write SAGE. One thing I would note, though, I mean, I was joking about not necessarily enjoying being called a senior at age 50, but I do think there's some reality to that, because the awareness of senior issues really starts creeping into your life in your 50s. You're much more likely to have to care for an elderly family member. Steve and I both have journeyed that path. And you mentioned earlier that you don't know what you need until you need it. And so this is a wonderful resource. It's a wonderful home of people who've walked down a path with you. And so to connect in on the earlier side as a 50-year-old and up is really, really very helpful, because there are folks who know what you need to know and are happy to connect you with resources and be your friend through the process. So thank you for all you do. We really
You're welcome.
appreciate it.
Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you, Marny. You can find links to some of the information that we talked about and focused on in this edition of our podcast in show notes, including a link on how to buy a membership to the Sam Johnson Recreation Center. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, it's a close of another episode of Inside Plano and another year. So we will be back in 2024 with more interesting topics. And you know the drill. As one of our listeners, send us an email at askplano@plano.gov. We're really in the process right now of programming for next year's shows, and we'd love to hear from you. Or if there are questions that you want us to follow up on, send us a note. Until next time, I'll see you next year, Steve.
Okay, sounds great, Shauna. Thank you.
All right, bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
And that's it for our Inside Plano. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did doing it.
If you have any comments or suggestions, send them to us at askplano@plano.gov. Bye.
Talk to you next month. The Inside Plano podcast is brought to you by the City of Plano.